Hey, everybody. I'm Rebecca Giannini, and this is my group. If you are here, I'm so glad that you found us. I'm a parenting and relationship coach, and this is my group. I go live every single week I'm realizing that this plant needs water, so sorry, I got a little distracted. But I go live every single week on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I do take topic requests. My goal is to help you get your relationships to the healthiest place that they can be, help you heal generational patterns, and help you create the life of your dreams. That is available to you. It is my greatest joy to help my clients with that. And it's so incredible what just a couple different skills can do for your life and your relationships. So tonight we're talking about weaponizing sorry. This is really common, especially if in your family growing up, we call it your family of origin. If your family of origin had a pattern of using sorry as a weapon. So if sorry was used to kind of end a conversation or to show someone your frustration, that pattern will continue when you are trying to apologize to somebody. And you can actually be sorry, but say sorry in a way that is that sorry is weaponized. So let me give you an example. Let's say somebody is talking to you about something that you did, or pointing out something that you did, and you don't know how to handle it. You might say sorry, and what that person experiences is something to the effect of, I'm saying sorry, but I don't really feel sorry. So even if you feel sorry, and even if you mean sorry, the way and the tone that you use to express that can change it from sorry to not sorry. And this can be really painful for both people, because then you might not be believed, and that feels painful. And the person who's receiving your sorry doesn't feel like you're saying sorry. So there are a couple of things that we can do to change this pattern. First, I would pay attention when you are talking to people that care about you, whether this is your partner or your kids, and you're saying sorry. How do you say sorry? I have something in my contact is kind of driving me crazy. Sorry. So pay attention to the way that you say sorry. The next time you're in a situation where sorry needs to occur, how do you feel about that? Do you feel shame? Do you feel frustrated? Do you want to escape the conversation? Are you comfortable with that? If you're not, my recommendation would be the first place that you would start would be with what I call repair work. We have a whole section on repair work here in the group. And we have resources for that. There are a couple different steps that we can take to make sure that repair work actually means that sorry will be effective. And really there are a couple of different steps, and each one of those steps is quite important. If you skip over one of the steps, it can end up feeling like the conversation isn't finished, or it never fully got dealt with. And then it's just still in the air. And that's what causes people to kind of like try and sweep things under the rug, or make jokes, or try and just move on, or change the subject, or people do all sorts of things when they don't know how to fix the harm that they've caused another person, especially when you care about that person. So for example, in a parent-child relationship, if you don't know how to fix some sort of fracture that happened, you might, take them out to ice cream. You might buy them things. You might do all sorts of things, or try and make them laugh, or try and change the subject to try and get their mind off of it. But it's still kind of under the surface. And children are so smart, and everybody can sort of feel when something is unfinished. But the problem is we don't always know how to finish, and we want to move on. We want to get closure, but we can't do that when it's still kind of bubbling under the surface. So, and then what happens is it ends up coming out in other situations. So what never got dealt with in the other situation will come back and haunt you in similar situations. And you're dealing with past situations with new situations that come up. So the way that we can avoid that and just kind of deal with things as they come up is by getting really good at repair work conversations. Now, it takes two people to do repair work. And so so your child, for example, is going to have to learn how to do repair work too. And the steps are not that complicated, but they're all really important. So if you have a pattern of weaponizing sorry and saying sorry just to get out of a conversation, moving on quickly, or ignoring problems that happen, make a request for us to get you the repair work resources, and we will do that. I'll have either Tiara or Christina reach out to you and get you the resources that we have, the videos and the written materials that we have on doing repair work. And I promise you, if you just learn this one thing from me, it will change your life, because repair work is so profound. It is so amazing to be able to move on after something has happened because it's been fully dealt with. When we don't fully deal with things, it just sticks around, and we don't want that for our relationships. So if you find yourself weaponizing sorry, and you find yourself really uncomfortable in situations where apologies need to happen, or you find yourself feeling attacked, even some people feel really attacked when they need to do these repair work conversations. Now, there's work to be done on both sides here. So some people feel really attacked during repair work or attempted repair work conversations. And that is because probably in your family of origin, that's how it was done. It was done through an attack. And there's something that I call character statements versus behavior statements. And that's really important. So probably what's happening for you and your family is that when repair work conversations are being requested, so when somebody is wanting to talk to you about something, they are making it an attack. They are bringing into the conversation character assassinations. They're saying mean things. They're sending arrows your way. And so it's easy to sort of get defensive to protect yourself, and then send arrows back their way, and it just kind of gets really messy. So there's work to do on the person who needs to be held accountable for what the harm they caused. And there's also work to do on the part of the person who's actually requesting the repair work. So when we request repair work, we want to make sure that we're talking about the behavior that happened instead of the character of the person who exhibited that behavior. So an example would be you lied versus you're a liar, right? You lied to me and that hurt me because such and such, versus you're a liar, you always do this. We're going to have two very different responses. Now, sometimes, even if you're doing a really good job talking about behavior instead of character, that person, because of their past experiences with conflict resolution, it's still going to feel like a character attack. But we can do better if we can focus on the behavior than if we focus on the character of the person. That gets easier when we start understanding the internal framework. So if you want to learn more about the internal framework and separating character from behavior, let me know, put internal framework in the comments, and I will make sure you get those resources. Otherwise, I think I want to just keep this pretty short and sweet tonight. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. If you are new to this group, welcome. There are so many free resources in this group. I think I've been going live for like more than a year and a half now in this group, basically because I got to the place where I couldn't help as many families as I wanted to in my private practice. So I created this group so that I could start helping more people. And sometimes I still have openings. We're going to probably be talking about openings that I have in my various programs at some point when you're here. But I created this group as a way to help the community at large, even when I can't take them on as a client. So please let me know what's going on in your family. Reach out to either Christina, myself or Tiara. We're all the admins of this group, and we will make sure that we will get you the resources that you need based on where you're at in your journey. I couldn't be more happy that you're here. I'm so excited for you and for everything that you're going to learn in this group. And I will see you next week. Mark your calendar, Monday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.